Ballpark game is turned on in Pittsburgh. Game 1 of a 3-game set at PNC Park. The Cardinals were just swept by the Boston Red Sox. Oneil Cruz, he's going to be in the lineup again, playing center field for a Pirates team that salvaged one game against the New York Yankees. They are 3-7 on the year. They're not slugging. Their offense is not generating any kind of offense. Oneil Cruz offensively has been the one bright spot. But when people bring up his name right now, unfortunately, it's the misplays in center field, Harold. Where do the Pirates go with Oneil Cruz in center?
I'm moving back to short.
What?
Yes, I do. I didn't like him moving off short in the first place. I just felt like when you start looking at what this guy brings to the table, you got to look at the errors and break them down, just like you would do if it was a college player, a minor league player, a young player, which he is. Now remember, Oneil Cruz had that injury, so he missed a full season. I remember being in Pittsburgh last year, and I'm like, this dude really is 6'7". Yeah, I mean, I would pay to go watch a 6'7" shortstop if he can play it. Yes, he can. I'd pay to go see a 6'7" center fielder if he can play it. He can't. All right? It's that simple to me. He's going to catch on because he's a great athlete, but I don't see it. It's hard to learn how to play in the big leagues. It's something you have never done. But he is a gifted, talented shortstop. Catching the ball has never been his problem. You know what his problem is? It's having a 97 or 98 mile an hour arm. That's his problem. How's that a problem? Because now you think you can be a hero on every play. You rush, you hurry, you think, I got a chance on plays you don't. I went through all his errors last season, and he had a high number. But I was able to knock down 15 errors on just saying, Oneil, hold the ball. Don't try to do too much. That's a double error right there. All right, double play ball. I can turn the play. I got nothing. Hurry. Oh, come on. And then they throw it back, he gets another error. It was things like this. If you go back and you break down his season, like you would go back and break down a hitter, go back and break down a defender. And if you go back and break it down, you go through them figuring out where did he hurry, where did he didn't. This guy is a blessed athlete, tremendous arm. But Greg, I'm telling you, he's been playing shortstop since he was a little kid. When you just now get to the big leagues and you're 20-something years old, and they say go to outfield, it's not comfortable.
So they have IKF playing shortstop right now. Yeah. You're saying that the Pirates need to move Oneil Cruz this year, immediately back to shortstop.
If they want to continue to have a championship mindset. If I'm going to win a title, you have to sit back and go, what player is going to give me the best opportunity to win a championship? IKF is a utility man. As simple as that. He's a super utility. And he's played third, he's played short, he's played second, he's done all those things, and teams he's on where he plays that role, they win.
I love what you're saying about he can play short. It's just his decision making. How do you work on that? Is it film? Do you set up scenarios on a diamond?
Absolutely.
Where you have Tommy Pham running down the first base line and you're like, no, don't throw that.
Yes. You come out
How
early.
do you work on that?
You hit a fungo. You have somebody run. You hit a clock. You set a clock up there and go, all right, this guy gets down there in 4 seconds. And you get them there. Sean Dunston couldn't guide the ball, so he gunned it every time. There's certain things that each player can do. And I'm telling you, they could do this with Oneil Cruz, but they haven't taken the time in my mind. And I don't know. I haven't spent time in Pittsburgh. But you got to invest in that.
An international baseball tournament that you need to know about. It's going to be taking part in Mexico City starting tomorrow. And it's an interesting one. It's called the Baseball Champions League Americas. It's going to have one American team that's going to represent the states, the Kane County Cougars, who are the 2024 American Association of Professional Baseball League champions. Now, their commissioner, Josh Schaub, joins us now on MLB Network. Josh, I appreciate you joining us. Explain this event that's going to get going tomorrow to our fans.
To explain the event, I think we need to go back to the beginning. 2022, Horacio De La Vega, president of LMB, and myself were trying to figure out how can we play together in a championship. And instead of just our two leagues coming together, we dreamed up this bigger championship of multiple professional leagues champions coming together, and that formed BCL Americas. And so now we're in our second event. We won in 2023, the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. Now we head to Mexico City, kick it off tomorrow, and try to win it again.
I love this. Now, there are other international tournaments, like the Caribbean Series, for example, is one that people might know about. How is this different?
This is different, and it emulates Champions League soccer. So instead of countries playing against each other, it's each league's champions playing each other. Now, obviously, we have Major League Baseball, and that's the highest level of baseball in America. However, the American Association will represent America, and then LMB's Major League, Curaçao's Major League, Puerto Rico's Major League, Cuba's Major League, Nicaragua's Major League. We'll all come together as our Major League champions and play each other.
Okay, I like that. So if I'm sitting on my couch and I'm combing through the rosters, will I see any recognizable big league names?
You will see a lot of big league names. Our team featured 3 of them: Dylan Thomas, Shed Long Jr., Chris Mazza. Diablo's the big name you can look forward to is Robinson Cano. Obviously, Diablos used to have Trevor Bauer as well. But there's a vast number of major leaguers playing in this tournament. it's a high-level international tournament. So players that maybe even aren't even on big league rosters could be fringe big leaguers right now, or at least AAA players at least. So very high level and very competitive.
And, give me a little background on the American Association of Professional Baseball and also your involvement with it, like you becoming the commissioner of this association. How did you get involved?
I appreciate the question. So MLB in 2021 bestowed upon a number of what was formerly known as independent leagues, MLB partner leagues. So the American Association, we believe, sits at the top of that pyramid. And myself personally, I've been involved in baseball at the professional level since 2005. First started as an intern in the Milwaukee Brewers. Harvey Keene Jr. was my boss, Jackson Rensick, others. And then from there, I went on to law school, practiced law, and then ran into a deal to buy another MLB partner league team. Did that for a while, and then I became the commissioner of professional soccer, all while practicing law, some other things. And then when my predecessor, Miles Wolff, the godfather of independent league baseball, stepped down, they opened up a search. And since 2019, I've been the commissioner of the American Association. Very fortunate to be that.
Well, that's great. That's a great story. Well, as for the event that's going to get going tomorrow, do you have media partners? Where can people watch the Baseball Champions League Americas?
Yes, so we actually are broadcasting with 4 partners: Fubo Sports Network, Rise Network, The Unbeaten Channel. Gray Media will be broadcasting out of Las Vegas, and then we have it on our own streaming platform, aabaseball.tv. You'll get all the live action for free there. So we very much look forward to heading down there, defending our title, and come bringing the trophy back home.
Go Kane County Cougars. Josh Schaub, the commissioner of the American Association of Professional Baseball. We appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us on MLB Network.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.